guys, it's Cork. I'm going to be doing another makeup tutorial for you today. And it's going to be this kind of antique inspired eye using like bronzers and greens. So let's get started. First, like you should any time you're going to apply eye makeup, is use a primer. I'm using Urban Decay's Primer Potion. I know Too Faced has Shadow Insurance, and I know e.l.f. has a primer too that I've heard is really good. So you're just going to use your finger and apply that all over the eye area wherever you plan on putting shadow. Next, we're going to use Rimmel London's Stirred Up Cream Shadows in 400 Out of the Blue. This is really old if you can't tell. When you purchase this, it's going to have like little purple things on top, but those come right off. They're just for show, it's just green. So just take your finger, put this on your lid. This is just like another sort of base coat, so you don't have to worry about making it perfect or pulling out a brush or anything. So next, we're going to take the Urban Decay Show Pony palette, and we're going to use the colors, well, the color Toasted, if you can't see it, look like this, and it's just like a really frosty sort of bronze color. And we're just going to apply this all over your lid on top of the cream shadow we just did. If you saw my last video, you know that I'm having a little bit of a brush dilemma currently. And yeah, so I'll say it again like I did last time in case you didn't. Do not use sponge tip brushes like I am right now. They're really not that good. Just use a regular bristly shadow brush. So just look like this right now. Next, we're going to take our Urban Decay palette again. This is the same one I used in my last video. And we're going to take the color Smog, which is a really nice bronzy color with like kind of like a goldish tone to it. What was I going to say? Oh, you can buy all the colors. I'm using this palette separately, I'm pretty sure. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my crease. And also, as I said like I did last time, use a crease brush would be a lot better than this. Try to go up too far because you don't want to look like a raccoon or something. Okay, now it looks like this. So then we're going to blend this out more later. What we're going to do is we're going to take a Milani eyeshadow, and these are just drugstore brand eyeshadows, and it looks like this, in the color number 08 Shamrock. And what it tells you to do in the back that I do for drugstore eyeshadows is get your brush wet and then apply it because it makes the color more intense. And since it's just like a cheap drugstore one, and this is just like a cheap drugstore brush, I don't mind getting the shadow wet because it's not like, if it gets ruined, it's too much damage, but it shouldn't get ruined. So we're just going to wet our brush in some plain water and just going to like rub it in the shadow. A lot will come off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to kind of apply it to the outer corner. Let me see if I can move this a little bit. Or whatever. But what we're going to do is we're going to drag it in kind of like halfway through the eye. See, this is why I suggest getting your brush wet, because if I would have done this dry, this wouldn't have been good, because it would have taken forever. But we're just going to take it and kind of pull it in like about halfway through the eye and pull it up. Now when you're done doing that, it'll look like this, which looks really streaky, but like I said, go back and blend it. And what we're going to do is, this green is a really good green sort of base, but it doesn't have the gold tones that I normally would think like antique inspired stuff with. So you're going to go back to your brush. Once again, I'm using my sponge one, I'm just using the other side, but don't use these. And I'm going to go back with the Urban Decay palette's color Mildew, which is another green color. And it has, I think it kind of has a bit of a gold undertone to it, which I like, versus the Shamrock, which is just a really bright green. And we're going to go over this. And since we're layering shadows, you get that really sort of like strong green color, but it goes with the bronze because it's a gold tones. I just said that in a really weird way. So just go over it enough times to the point where you think that it has like a really nice sort of goldish sheen to it. And then you want to come back with a blending brush. Max 217 is really nice, but this is my little substitute for now. And just kind of like blend all those colors out. Take it and I kind of swirl it around in the middle to where the green and the bronze are. That way they kind of mix together. but also at the top of near the brow bone where you put in the crease. Kind of blend that out too. Then next you're going to want to use a highlight. I wanted kind of like a creamish color highlight instead of just a white one or whatever. So I actually stole my sister's little LA Colors thing. And normally these are really chalky, but they have like a creamish color in here which has kind of like a nice sheen to it. So we're going to come back with another brush. And we're going to do our highlight. It's okay if it looks kind of streaky at first because you can go back with your blending brush and like I said, just blend it in. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, one thing that's also very important is to make sure your eyebrows are in check because obviously right now mine aren't, so I'm just taking a regular brow comb and brush. I'm just going to comb them out nice. You can fill them in if you'd like to. You probably can't tell in this video, but my eyebrows are fairly dark, so I don't really need to. Then take a brow gel. You can use a brow gel or clear mascara. It basically is like a bristly mascara wand with like a clear liquid, and you just pull it over so your brows stay in place after you brush them. Next, what we're going to do is take this Milani eye pencil, which actually inspired this look for me, and it's an antique green. And I'm going to line under the lash line very lightly. So you can see how I'm doing this. You just want that really nice gold color to kind of flow all around the eye. So it's kind of like this. Then we're going to come in with Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in 0, which is just black, or your favorite liner for the lower lash line. Or not the lower lash line, but the waterline. Ow. And just fill in the waterline. Black. In no way is this necessary. I'm just a fan of black eyeliner, obviously. But you can actually take this pencil and line your waterline with it. And obviously it's not going to come out the same green color, but it gives kind of like a really pretty, like goldish sort of sparkle to it. Then I'm going to come in with my L'Oreal Paris Linear Intense liquid eyeliner in black mica. And I'm just going to do a thin line on top. Like I said before, don't do a thick line just because you don't want the sort of line where the green comes in to get lost. Because remember, you pulled your green eyeshadow towards the middle of the eye. So, it's very just thin black line. And if you want, you can wing it out, but I would just do it the slightest bit. You don't really need to fill it in too much. Then next, curl your lashes, apply an eyelash primer. Urban Decay came out with one, I know, or you can use a sort of double-ended mascara. Like this is a really old I think it was L'Oreal 2 Double Extend Lash one with a primer, but just for the sake of time, I'm just going to start applying my mascara. The one I'm using, see when I used my last video, the Revlon Luxurious Lengths. You'll probably see this in a lot of makeup tutorials that if I come out with a lot, or any in the near future, it's because I want to use this up so it's not a waste. And just apply your mascara. Something really important to do, or that I do, is I kind of apply more mascara towards the outer corner, and this, like, if you sectioned your eye into fourths, the third section coming out, apply most of your mascara there because it will really open up your eyes. You can also apply false lashes if you'd like. Although I said this mascara isn't that good, the brush does enable you to get the lower lash line really well though. Also, over this eyeshadow, normally I would apply a sheer gold powder. Like, I know any powder really, but I can't find mine right now, which is really stupid. But